The misdirection is a very common action in today's game. As you exchange, you're gonna pull and go opposite of which way the ball is going. We're gonna add a side step to it. Off that misdirection, we're gonna pull in the opposite direction, replacing this inside foot right into our side step. Now, when you replace that foot, that side step is gonna be very natural. So off this misdirection, let that ball hang, and we're right into that side step. Let's go ahead and take a look. Now, once again, it's very important that we hang that basketball. If we pick the basketball up too soon, we'll get called for a travel, or it may even look like a travel. Let's take a look. Let that ball hang, pick up at the last possible second. We're gonna be looking at our foot replacement as we get up into our shot. What a foot replacement is, it's simply landing on both feet together at the same time. Our foot replacement is also known as a hop for most people. It's gonna be one of the quicker ways to get into our shot. Now, obviously it depends on the situation. Now we have our 1-2. The 1-2 is best used if we're coming in from a tough angle. Foot replacement, very useful for when we're just coming downhill and we just want to get into our shot right away. Let's take a look at the foot replacement. Off our last bounce, no matter where your feet are, you're gonna lift and your feet are gonna be right underneath your shoulders in a comfortable position. We're right up into our shot. We're gonna go into a combo moves. Any combo move you want, right into our foot replacement. Let's get it. We're gonna be just inside the line, a little extended from the mid post. We're gonna be slow to open, establishing our inside foot as our pivot foot, slow to open, and right now we're getting into a surprise shot. So we're taking our time as we open up. We're not just gonna open up abruptly, get right into our shot. It's a slow to open. We're taking our time, getting defender to relax, catching them off guard. As soon as we catch, slow to open, and when we get into our shot, it's right away. We're not gonna get it to it abruptly. It's gonna be a surprise shot. Let's go ahead and demonstrate. Slow to open, right into that surprise shot. Now, if we were to get into it a little abruptly, we're gonna sort of want to turn a little bit early. So our turn is gonna come early, we're already turning. Defender can already read it and see it coming. So we wanna be slow to square. So we're slow to open, right into that surprise shot. When we slow to open, we're scanning the floor. When our eyes survey the floor, we know what's going on. At the same time, the defense might let their guard down just a little bit. Because you're not looking at the rim, you don't seem like a threat to score. Once again, eyes survey, slow to open, right into that surprise shot. As we're slow to open, this time we're gonna get into our pump fake, knuckles to brow. As we sit, keeping our pivot foot down, we're not gonna release the ball with our inside hand. Instead, we're gonna use our outside hand to take that dribble. We are taking a dribble step. Ball and the outside foot are gonna hit at the same time. We're right into that pull-up. Let's go ahead and take a look. Right now we're gonna be looking at a staggered hezi. As soon as we come off this step up screen, instead of taking a 1-2 into our shot coming right off that screen, we're gonna stop that back foot a little bit short. So instead of a 1-2, that second foot is gonna stop behind our frame. Hand comes to the basketball, eyes to the rim, as we sort of shift our weight back. We're right into a controlled fade as we approach the baseline. Let's go ahead and take a look. Hey. Hey. Glass. Right now we're going to be getting into our staggered hezi off a crossover exchange. Off a crossover, many times we'll get into a touch step back. Off that exchange, punch inside foot, step right out into space. We're going to go and sell that touch step back. When we sell that touch step back, off that exchange, plant inside foot, we're going to shift our weight back. Notice how our back foot is going to be behind the line. We're selling that step back. Once again, exchange, punch that inside foot, outside foot sells that step back. We're shifting our weight back. We're gonna tack right into space. Let's take a look. Oh. What's going on, guys? We're gonna go over a simple but yet very effective setup. We could use this to accelerate. We could play counters off of this. We're gonna get right into our dig step. Off this dig step, we're gonna be picking up our opposite foot. That foot is just gonna lift and we're putting it right back into the ground. Hence why we call it the dig step. Once again, as we lift, we're putting it right back into the ground. That's gonna trigger our acceleration or attack. We're gonna be able to play off that, look at different counters, but for right now, we're gonna start off right into that dig step. Off the bounce, lifting that opposite foot, putting it right back into the ground, and we're downhill from there. Let's take a look. Off the bounce, we're lifting our opposite foot. Right after we hit that dig step, we're right into our drop. That drop's gonna help us accelerate, get into options. Off our drop, we could pull, we could drop, change direction, we could drop pass. Once again, that drop is our triple threat off a live dribble. Let's get that dig right into our drop. Right now, we're gonna play off the dig step. Off that dig, we're landing right into that drop, planting ball side foot. We're gonna get right into our crossover exchange. Dig step, right into that crossover.